tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And to get further support, motivation, and encouragement, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and welcome to your dose of positivity. This is your channel for all things positive, motivational, encouragement, self-improvement, and mindset shifting. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of the Motivators family, and to get more encouragement, I recommend you hit that join button and become a member of Marlene Motivates. Thank you all so much for being here. And to everybody in the chat, I hope everybody is doing great today. And first in, we have Make This Go Viral LLC. Welcome, Miss B. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And she says, I'm here for it. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Miss B. Hope you're well. And to everybody who is in the chat, I would love if you would hit the thumbs up, because it's very good for my analytics, and it's a way to support me as a content creator. So thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. Miss B says, I'm good, and you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So today, everybody, we're going to talk about love. Love for ourselves. And I have to first start off by saying that, when we talk about love, we usually always focus on everybody but ourselves. And today, I want for us to think about ourselves and how we can love ourselves better, love yourself better. Yesterday, we're going to put ourselves in the driver's seat of our life. We're going to take some moments to zero in and focus on ourselves, because we're very important. We're very special. We are valued, and we have a lot to do for ourselves. But if we don't take care of home, if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we do anything in this world? If you are not good to yourself, you will not be good to family, to friends, to your business, to other individuals, to doing what you're meant to do. You cannot get into your purpose if you're not taking care of home, taking care of numero uno. That's very vital for your peace and for your happiness and satisfaction, for you to think about yourself. And I'll give you all a little bit of a backstory. I can tell you from a young age, I was always raised to take care of my family, take care of your finances, take care of your appearance, how you look, take care of your health, make sure you're getting exercise. There's a lot of things when we are children we're taught to take care of, but we don't really get enough information and enough nudges and pushes for us to look at ourselves and to think about ourselves. Now, some may have been raised like I was to grow up thinking that thinking of yourself is very selfish. It's very selfish to think about others. You need to think about somebody else. It's not about you. That's what a lot of people say. But I'm telling you that if you don't show up for yourself, who is going to do that for you? Hmm? Who will take care of you if you don't make a decision to care for yourself? Now, let's see what's going on in the chat here. King Me 305, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you and to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody's support. Hey, Sirius, we got a mod in the house. Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you all so much for being here. Very much appreciated. So let's get into this topic, everybody. We're talking about loving yourself better. Now, I talked about it a little bit. I touched on it a little bit. Speaking about, we have to always first start off by asking ourselves, how was I raised? You know, how were you taught to treat yourself? Were you always taught to put other individuals? You need to be self sacrificing. You need to be kind. You need to be generous. And especially those of us who were raised in a religious household, that it is your duty, it is your commitment to sacrifice yourself to others. Hmm? Yes, we were taught and raised to give to others, to not be selfish, but at the same time, with the same token, we cannot just think it's all about other people. And I'll tell you something. You can give and give until you're at zero. You can have nothing left in yourself, and people will want more from you. People will want to continuously give more to you, and they will continuously take if you don't think about yourself. That's why it's so important for us to have boundaries with ourselves and other people. So, to love ourselves more and to love ourselves better, we have to set boundaries with other people. Because whether or not we understand or not, we train other people how to treat us. If other people see that we don't put ourselves, on a good platform, we don't take care of ourselves, we are just the yes people, then that's what they're going to do to us because we're training them that way. We're showing them, I'll always say yes to you. I'm never going to say no. I'm going to sacrifice everything I have. I'm going to give you everything I have emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, sexually. I'm going to give you everything that you need and everything that you desire, but I'm not thinking about myself at all. So we have to ask ourselves these questions because we're motivated. We're motivated. We think about ourselves. We want to grow. We want to gain a higher level of intelligence on all aspects. We want to gain that intelligence emotionally. We want to gain spiritual more spiritual insight. We also want to grow in our finances. We also want to feel better. We want to get better in our health. And all of this encompasses love. We have to think about ourselves and love ourselves even more than we have. Now, for some people, when we talk about the topic of love, some people are starting from a very beginning stages because of the way they were raised. Maybe you were raised in a traumatic environment. Maybe people around you never fed and poured love into you. They never showed you affection and kindness. You never felt supported. So maybe your journey now is just to begin with thinking about how I can take care of myself. It's very important for us to start with ourselves having a healthy mindset towards what we think about ourselves. It's very important to have our self esteem intact when we talk about love for ourselves. If you do not have um, awareness, self awareness, aware of who you are, aware of what you can do, then you cannot learn to love yourself more and better. We have to start with that as a foundation. You have to be aware of who you are, what you can do, what your talents are, how capable you are, that you're intelligent enough. See, sometimes when we go down roads and it's a hard one, it's a bumpy one, and you take a hit. It takes a hit to your self esteem. It takes a hit to your finances. And we sometimes feel that because we're not where we feel we should be, we're not where we want to be, and we think that we're less than because of that. Just because maybe you're not where you want to be financially, emotionally, spiritually, maybe because you don't have the relationship you want, maybe because certain things in your life are lacking, you feel that you are less than. And I'm here to tell you that you are not less than based on your past. See, it's all about your today. See, we're stepping in our today, fully aware that we can change anything about our life the moment that we make a decision to. So I say to you, those who are at the beginning stages of your relationship with yourself and those who have a very strong relationship with yourself, we're going to all meet in the middle and come to this consensus. And we have to start saying it over our life, speaking it over our life, because what we speak is what we think. Okay. So we're going to speak over our life on a daily basis. I love myself, and I repeat this to myself every day when it's easy and when it's hard. I love myself, and that means that I'm willing to do what it takes to maintain the love that I have for me. And to do that, there is six steps that I came up with that will help us in our journey with our love for ourselves. And we got Realist One here in the building. Welcome, Realist One. How are you? Good to see you, moderator in the house. Boom, moderator squad. Shout out to all the mods and shout out to all the members. Of course, members, drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you have not already, hit the like for your girl. So let's talk about loving yourself better and why it's so important to love yourself more. There's certain things that we must do in order for our love for ourselves to grow. For our love for ourselves to grow, we have to start with the number one thing, and it's forgiveness. Now I could feel it in my spirit that there were some that rolled their eyes. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things that we can not only do for others, but also for ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves for the things that we cannot change, the things that happened to us in the past, the traumas, the pain, maybe some of the things that we did when we were not in a place of awareness that we are today. Yes, on our today, we have to forgive that past. We have to let that past go because when we don't forgive our past, we allow ourselves to stay back there and we don't let ourselves grow into what we can be. See, we can be better, we can do better, we can draw better into our life, but it means that we have to let go of the things that is hurting us and bring into us what will heal us. It's very important for us to be present in our day to day, healed, happy, and whole. See, there's a lot of things that maybe in the past that may have made you feel broken. It may have hurt your feelings. Maybe it's the way you were raised. Maybe it's the way people talk to you, make you feel this small, make you feel like you were nobody. Or maybe it's the treatment that you get from family, very disrespectful to you. There's a lot of things that go into how we feel about ourselves, how we treat ourselves, and the things that we do. Now, I will tell you that the moment that you start working on yourself and improving, your self esteem is going to grow, your love for yourself is going to grow, and you're going to be elevating to your next level in the journey of your life. See, sometimes when we want great things to happen to us in our life, it's not happening because we have not given ourselves the permission to let what happened in the past, let it go, forgive it, heal it, and be in our present. See, we have to be in our present in this very moment. I say to you, in your present moment, with what you have, with who you are somebody. You are somebody loved and you are somebody special. And if you don't believe that about yourself, we're going to have to do some of that inner work. In the inner work is where we find out, what is my seed of motivation? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my plan? When we work on that, we feel good about ourselves and our self esteem gets elevated, and we do better in going after our hopes and our dreams. That's why I say to all of you motivators, there's nothing that you can't change. Once you make a decision, are you all listening? Once you make a decision to change, everything in your life will align. Every single thing. The moment that you give yourself that room to grow, room to fly, room to forgive yourself, room to challenge yourself, to grow, you are going to be exactly where you need to be. And once you do that for yourself, once you say, I forgive what I did, I forgive the past, I forgive everything so that I can be present in this moment, doing and being what is meant to be for me. And switch it to first person for you. Okay? Do that for yourself. Hey, the word. Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. We got a member and a moderator in the house. Thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well with you. Yes, we have to be present in our today. And a lot of times we will feel that we're present in our today, but when we hesitate, when we fail to follow through, when we procrastinate, when we let fear stop us from doing the things that we need to do, we're not loving ourselves enough. So, we're going to talk more about loving yourself better. And this is a very important discussion. I recommend it. You're never too young and you're never too old to make changes. I hear sometimes people will say, I'm too young, I'm too old. No, you're never too old or too young to make changes in your life. Anything that you want to do, you can do it, okay? And what you can do, what is in your grasp, what is in your reach, something that is possible for you to change is how you love yourself. So let's get into point number 2. Point number 2 is to love yourself more, you have to listen to the inner voice. See, in that inner voice, it talks to us. It tells us, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to let that go. You need to forgive it. It's time to put your foot on the gas. It's time to slow down. All of that is on the inside of us, and we have to start listening to that inner voice more. What does your inner voice say to you today? Is it challenging you to do more, to put your foot on the gas? Or is your inner voice saying, hey, slow down. Let's take a break. Let's regroup. See, all of that is part of loving yourself. It does not matter how many times, everybody, it does not matter how many times you fall down. It does not matter how many mistakes you made. It does not matter what somebody else says about you. All of that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what somebody says about you. It doesn't matter what other people claim and speak over your life. It's about what you have on the inside of you. It's about what you're made of. It's about what you choose to think about yourself. Not when it's easy, but when it's difficult. See, when you're challenged, when your back is against the wall, when you have no other option but to fight, and you don't. See, all my motivators, I speak to you. I want you to get excited about your life. If you are not excited about your life, you are not loving yourself enough. You're not loving yourself as you should. You should be so excited when the day starts. You should be ready to leap off the bed and attack your day. And if you're not, that means that you're not in your purpose. You're not using your life to the fullest potential possible. And I say to you that you can. It's just about making a plan, following through, getting a mentor, and making it happen. Do it today. What is your plan for your life? What are some of the goals that you have for yourself? All of that is in that inner voice, and it speaks to us, but we dim it. We say, I don't have time to that. I don't have time to listen to that. I don't have time to deal with that. I have too much going on. See, and this is the reason why people surround themselves by a lot of people so that they don't have to hear that inner voice talking to them, telling them slow down or speed up. Okay. And that's reality, because I definitely was one of them. I was life of the party, having fun, doing all of these things for everybody else. But me, I'm on the back burner. I wasn't doing anything for me. I was so busy loving everybody else, but never loving myself. So I say to all of those who, the kind hearted, you know, the loving people, you're loving other people, but when are you going to make a decision to love you? When are you going to do that for you? There is no time like the present to love yourself more. So get into that. Listen to that inner voice. We have that inner voice for a reason, and it talks to us and it tells us to keep us on track. But it's all up to us to put what is going on in our mind, listen to it, and then put it into action. See, a lot of people, they complain about their life. They don't like their life. Things are not going the way that I want it to go. But they fail to launch their dreams. They fail to do anything but complain. They complain day, evening, and night to everybody, to friends, but they fail to take up a pen and paper. Write it down. This is my goal. This is how long it's going to take me to do it, and then get into doing it. See, everybody, it's about doing it. It's about your being in that moment. What are you willing to do because you love yourself? See, it's a personal question. Nobody can answer that but you. You have to want to love yourself more before anything can change and shift. Okay? We have to want that. Hey, Andre, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your support, and thank you, everybody, for the likes. It's very much appreciated. So we're going to get into point number 3. I only have 6 points today to talk about, and then I'm going to put the link in the chat for you all to share some of the ways that you love yourself better. Okay, so to love yourself better, we have to get into taking some chances. And taking chances is difficult for many of us because we feel we're so busy. You have bills to pay, you're busy being an adult. Some people have children, some people have a full work schedule, or maybe you have health problems. There's a lot of things that can hinder and slow down you taking chances in your life. But every single day we get a day older. But it does not mean that at any moment, if you want to, you can take a chance and learn to live your life out loud. There's so many people that are not taking any risk in their life. They're not living the life that they want. They're not living the life of their dreams because they believe that it can happen to anybody but me. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. Anything that you want to do, you can make it happen. And I feel like I have to say it again. Anything that you really want to make happen, you will make it happen. You'll put in the work. You'll do the research. You'll stay up late. You'll wake up early because it's what you really want to do. Now, how many of us really want to do something? How many of us really want to accomplish certain things? Most people, it's just lip service. It's easy for us to say, I want to do something. I want to be about this. I want to try this. But then that's all it ever is. Just talk. See, and that's why I always say one of my favorite mottos of my life is less talk and more action. So let's just go about walking in silence, not telling anybody what we're doing. We're just going to get out there. We're going to take a chance. We're going to have our plan together. You're going to write out your goal, your short-term plan, your long-term plan. And we know that this short-term plan is a plan that can be accomplished in the next 90 days. And a long-term plan is 1 year or more. So with that being said, what are you going to take a chance to do? What kind of goal are you going to accomplish? When I say take chances, what I like to do when I first started out getting into accomplishing my goals, I started off with smaller goals. Because once you make a small goal and you accomplish it and you see something happen, you smile, you feel good about yourself, and you say, I did it, I made it. And you celebrate yourself and say, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Now let's get into the next thing. So I encourage anybody who has not gotten into their goals and their plans, start small. Start with something that you know that you can accomplish in the next 90 days. Get yourself an accountability partner, a mentor, a friend, somebody who's going to say, hey, how is it going? How is that plan going? And then make it happen. Okay? Keisha, how are you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're well. Appreciate your support and everybody who is in the chat with me today. Thank you so much for being here. So I say to all of you to take chances. When it comes to loving yourself better, don't be afraid to take chances. See, you won't know what you will accomplish until you step outside of your fears. We have to sometimes step outside of what is comfortable and be uncomfortable for a while for us to be able to have what we want. See, it's about thinking it, we dreaming it, and then making it happen. It's all about the manifestation. See, and one of my favorite things to say is, I have a divine right. It is my divine right for success, to be successful. And I say the same thing to you. It is your right. You have the right to be successful. But first, you got to love on yourself more. You have to love yourself better than you already are. And that means we have to sometimes give up some things. We have to give up certain people in our life. We have to give up being comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable for a while to get to where you want to be. Okay? Hey, Uncle, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you're doing well. And thank you for the likes, everybody. So let's get into the next point. So we talked about, forgiving yourself, listening to your inner voice, taking chances, okay? Now, this is a very important part of loving yourself better, knowing when to take breaks. Hey, Leticia, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Got a mod in the house. I appreciate your support, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. So it's very important, my motivators, for us to love ourselves better, we have to take breaks. And taking breaks is not selfish. Taking breaks means we care about ourselves. We care about our well being. We know when it's time to grind. And just like you work hard, you should also play hard. Enjoy the, the fruits of your labor. Enjoy all of the things that you do. Okay? You work hard for what you have. Take some time to sit back and enjoy it. Thank you so much, Leticia. Appreciate your support. And thank you for the super sticker. And you know what we got to do? You know what time it is right now, everybody? When the super chat hits, pause, please. Thank you so much, Leticia. I appreciate your support as always, and everybody who supports the channel. So let's get back into this, everybody. When we love ourselves better, we're going to take some breaks. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to take a break because we're busy people. A lot of us, moms or dads, aunties, uncles, grandparents, whatever, we're always something to someone. We're extended in all aspects of our life. You're giving to a job, kids, this business, home. So it's very hard to find out, to cut out time for yourself. But it's very important for you to take breaks. It's just like putting your putting push plugging into your power source. When we take a break, we're plugging into our own power source, and that's how we become energized. We feel good about ourselves, and we can also work on our plan. See, when you feel good, when you're rested, your brain can function at maximum capacity. So I say to you, take some breaks. It's okay. Take a day off. Call in sometimes. Okay? Get away, have a vacation, have a holiday. And even if that's not something possible for you right now, when I say take a break, take your me time. Your me time is vital for you to not feel burnt out. We will go all the way to the other extreme, and we'll be so busy that we'll be working, that we become unbalanced. And that's not loving on ourselves. We have to say, I'm a very important individual, and I deserve to have some time for myself. I deserve to rest. I deserve to have some fun because I'm a hard worker. So don't become unbalanced, my motivators. While we need to work and while we have bills and all of those things, balance. So let's be balanced over here. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What did I miss? Okay. Thank you so much, Uncle. One more time. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support, Uncle. Pause, please, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much for your support, Uncle and Leticia. Very much appreciated. And yes, hit the like. Hey, Sirius, how are you? Did I say hi to you? I don't remember if I said hi to you. If I did not, hi, Sirius, welcome. We got a moderator in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, James Money, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Appreciate your support and everybody's support that is here. So we're going to get into, we talked about taking breaks and why it's important. Did I miss Miss Tracy? I did not see her come in. Oh, hey, Miss Tracy, how are you? Welcome. We got a member in the house. Thank you so much for being here and appreciate your support, Miss Tracy. And I hope you're doing well. So, everybody, we were just talking about why it's important to take breaks. Now, how are we going to be motivated? How are we going to feel encouraged? How are we going to be strong? How are we going to accomplish our goals? How are we going to get to where we need to be if we are not refueling, if we're not recharging? It's very important to think about ourselves. And it means sometimes maybe waking up a little bit earlier or staying up later, but we must do something every single day for ourselves. So take your breaks, my motivators. It's important. Take your breaks, take your vacation, and enjoy yourself. It's important to have some fun, to laugh, let your hair down. Enjoy yourself. Get out there and have some fun. That's how we love ourselves better. We can't just be, just on the plan. Go, work, work, work. No. Balance. We're going to be balanced, right? So let's do that. So let's get into point number 5. We got one more point, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. And you all are welcome to come up and share how you love yourself better. Okay, let's get into point number 5. We can love ourselves better by getting some support. I'm here to tell you, I was definitely one of those women who thought that I didn't need any help. I could accomplish everything on my own. I didn't need anybody to help me. I'm telling you, the ego gets in the way. We feel that we can handle and do everything on our own, and that's impossible. Every single person needs someone to lean on, someone to encourage them, someone to support them. We all need emotional support. We all need someone to encourage us, someone to tell you, keep going, keep trying, keep fighting. Don't think you can do it all on your own. And even if you don't have it in your present circumstance, the people who are around you are not supportive of who you are and supportive of your dreams. We can always reach out, find your circle, but everybody should be a part of a support group. It's very important for us to feel good, not only mentally, but it encourages our light source. It encourages our energy. It helps us to feel good when you feel that somebody is there, someone has your back, somebody understands you, they're supporting you. It's like every day, I got somebody depending on me. I know I can do it. And it helps us to continue on our search, on our goals, on our road, on our plan. So I say to each of you, stay the course, get some support, reach out. Don't let your ego get in the way. Everybody needs somebody. So search for a accountability partner, a mentor, a friend that understands you. But we all need to find somebody, whether it's online or it's in person. Every single person needs somebody to go like this and clap for them and celebrate them and tell them they're amazing. And you are. You are amazing and you are doing a good job. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. See, this world that we live in, it will always make you feel like you're never doing enough. You're never good enough. You never look good enough. You're always behind the 8 ball. No matter what you do, you never can please some people. But that's why it's important for you to have that definition inside of yourself. And I say to each of you, say to yourself every day, I'm going to love myself even better than I ever have. And that means the decisions that you make. It's the conversations you have for yourself. It's taking time and moments for yourself. It's when you take chances, challenge yourself to do better than you used to. You can do it. That's a part of self-love. To have more self-love, we have to work on improving ourselves. Self-improvement. Every day, you should be way better today than you were yesterday, a week ago, a year ago. And if not, why not? Why haven't you challenged yourself to do better? You can. And you deserve to have a better life. You do. You deserve to have a better life. Let's see if I missed any other points. Anybody put in the chat? Hey, Flowback, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you're well. So it's very important to get support. When we get support from other people, you get encouraged. You can keep loving yourself when you have somebody, especially somebody to tell you, hey, word, put exclamation point, member, to have your link dropped. Make sure that you have somebody on your side saying, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, sometimes in our own family, will say mean things, evil things. They'll take everything we have. They'll even do something to physically harm us. They'll break your spirit if you let them. That's why it's very important for you to have your own circle of support outside of your family. Lesson learned. Lock it into your mind that while it's nice to have your family as a support, you need to have more than just them. You need to have people on the outside. So if and when they fall off, then you'll be okay. Well, welcome back, Realist One. It's very important to have a circle outside of your family. And when I'm telling you that that was the reality for me, my full support was my mom and my dad. And I'm not telling anybody to not have the support from your parents, but if they are your only support, if your family is your only support, and if and when they're not here anymore, now what do you do? Do you give up? Now what is your plan? See, we have to have more than just our family. See, love can exist outside of them too. You can have people who will support you and love you even stronger and deeper than your own blood. I learned that for myself. The people who have my back the most, the hardest, the ones that ride for me the deepest and the dearest are people who I don't even know some of these people in real life. And they would bend over backwards and do anything for me. It's our own family that will hurt us and harm us and slow us down from our progress and will make us not even love ourselves because of the way they treat us, the way they disrespect us, how they always put us on the back burner and make us think that it always has to be about them. And I say to you all, if you always make it about your family, if it's always about your friends, your job, who you're in a relationship with, when is it going to be the time for you to love yourself? It's a thought provoking question. When is it going to be your time if it's always everybody else's time? When? You got to make room in your schedule for it, okay? Oh, cool. Tracy said hi, and I made a mistake and deleted it. I don't know if you've seen it. Okay. It's okay, Word. It happens. Yes, serious. Yes. We have to make time and space for love for ourselves. I always hear people say, I don't have time to do this for myself. I don't have time. I don't have time. If you never make time for yourself, when are you going to win? When are you going to accomplish your goal? When are you going to do some of the things that's on your bucket list? When, if not today? See, we have to work on like why do I make decisions like this? Why do I always put myself last on the list? We have to stop doing that. You can't put yourself last. You got to put yourself higher up on this list. It may not always be first, but you should always put yourself in the top 5. Always in the top 5. Oh no, nobody's going to block you, Miss Tracy. Okay, let's get into the last point. Point number 6. Love yourself better by how much you try. See, to love yourself better, we must keep trying. See, this is exactly what people want. Now, I'm telling you, people will be in the bushes. They'll be watching you, and it'll be your family, it'll be your supposed friends, and they don't want you to win. They don't want you to succeed. But I say to you, no matter who supports you, no matter who listens to you, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter how you feel, no matter where you have been, no matter what you have done, You have to make a decision today that I'm going to let go of the past. I'm going to keep trying and I'm going to keep fighting for myself because I love myself. It's all about the decisions that we make. And we have to choose to love ourselves. Every day we have to make that choice to love ourselves. So I say to you all, keep trying and keep fighting because you deserve that. Okay. So that's what I have. I'm going to put the link here in the chat for those who would like to add to this discussion. You have something that you want to add, something that maybe has helped you. What has helped you to get to a point in your life where you're loving yourself better? Maybe it's something that I didn't mention. Okay. Leticia says, I have a living list and love checking stuff off as I or we accomplish or experience each goal. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you should. It's very important to have a list, but also to accomplish it because I was in that cycle of constantly making lists and saying I'm going to do this and that for myself, but I never did anything about it. We can be a person to talk about the things that we want, and we can say to ourselves, I love myself and I'll do anything for myself. But when we should make a decision to love ourselves, we fail to. Okay. Hi, Anne Marie. I can't say, just wanted to hit the like and tell you have a blessed, unbothered day. Hi, chat. Thank you so much, Anne Marie. Appreciate your support. Yeah, it's so important for us to think about ourselves. Hold on a second, guys. Allergy season, guys. Allergy season. Okay, I'll be trying to feed y'all. Okay. Yes. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, I just want to encourage you all to not worry about what happened in the past. I know that was a big deal for me, that I had to definitely work on not letting not letting my past. That was one hindrance that I had. Not letting what happened to me in the past stop me or slow me down from living in my today. Also, not letting those who didn't support me. That was a big deal for me. I had a lot of hurt feelings, but I had to learn that my feelings couldn't be hurt until I made that decision to be hurt. It's very important what we say and what we speak over our life. People say all the time things like they're broken, they're hurt, they're defeated. We have to be very careful. We have to be very cognizant of what we say about ourselves. So stop calling yourself broken. Stop calling yourself hurt and shift that dialogue that you are having with yourself, how you are speaking over your own life. Stop saying you're broken. Instead of broken means instead of saying broken, say that you have had situations, circumstances have come up, and then say that you're healed. Instead of saying you're hurt, say you're healed. Everything, turn it around and shift it. Because if you don't make a decision to shift your life into being what you want it to be, nobody will do that for you. You have to make a decision to want better for your life. You have to make a decision to love yourself. You have to make a decision to challenge your life to be even better than it was. See, the way that I was raised, having being in a Caribbean household, while it was wonderful, my parents were wonderful providers, very good at finances, and they didn't have a lot of education. Okay, they didn't have a lot of education. They were educated people. Both of my parents only went to, I think they would call it in the States, eighth grade education. But with that, my parents did so much. They became entrepreneurs, they had their business, and they sent all 10 of their children to college. So I always say it's not about um, what you have, it's what you do with what you have, what you choose to believe. What do you think about your dream? What are you willing to sacrifice today to make your future better? So I look at my parents as an example of, yes, they grinded, they did everything to provide for their children. But what I will say, what I took from what my parents did is my parents never took breaks. They were so busy hustling and grinding so that all of their children would be able to have certain comforts in their life financially. And while I do appreciate that, okay, while I do appreciate my parents doing that for me, I would have rather had more time with them. I would have rather had family trips than to have some of the things that I have now. But live and learn. Every parent does what they think is best, right? Sometimes it's hard to do that. Sometimes it's hard to do. What are you referring to, Uncle? Yes, words do matter. They matter for real. They really do. That's why we have to be very careful about the things that we say about ourselves, because what we think is what we do. If we believe that we can't do something, we've already put that out in the atmosphere. And I'm telling you, if you say you can't do something, you definitely won't. And if you say you can't and you won't do something, it's lessening the amount of love that you have inside for yourself. And that's why I named this topic Love Yourself Better, because all in that, while my parents, they loved us as children, there's always ways that we can improve and we can love ourselves better. See, my parents, they gave us certain tools, but I could see like some holes in what they weren't doing, how they weren't balanced in doing certain things that I know that I can implement for future generations, how we can improve, how we can be better. Take some me time, enjoy yourself, laugh, do more self care, buy yourself something nice. It's nice to splurge from time to time. Have your dream vacations, but it's all about what you want to do. And that's what everybody has to decide for themselves. Everybody loves different things. Whatever it is the thing that you love to do, whatever it is that brings you more peace, whatever it is that brings you more joy, more satisfaction in your life, then do that. Then be it. Then accomplish it. Because anything that you really want to do, you're not going to make an excuse. You're just going to make it happen. That's something that I found for myself. Is it an excuse just so that you can feel good and say, I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z? Or is it something real? Is it you really can't do it, or are you being lazy? That's the part that I had to receive, about being self accountable as an adult. Are we just saying we can't do something? You really can't do it? Or is it because you're being lazy? Or is it fear? You got to get to the root and the bottom of why it is that you're making excuses. Why aren't you allowing yourself to live your life to your fullest potential possible? Why? And every single person has to answer that question for themselves. Every single person. I can't answer it for you. Yes. Or say you are healing instead. Exactly. Self motivate. Oh, you said that that's something. What did you say it's hard to do that? Hmm. I feel maybe I'll do that as a topic, Uncle. I feel like self motivation is one of the easiest things that I can do, but I have the tools, and I learned those tools when I was in therapy. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow. How about that, Uncle? And maybe that will help you to get to your next level. Yes, Miss V. How are you doing? Yes, it's all a process, but the more you do it, the better and easier it becomes. Exactly, word, exactly. And we have to do it for ourselves. It's nobody that can make us love ourselves more. It's nobody that's going to make you be accountable. It's nobody that's going to challenge you to improve, to work on yourself. Nobody will do that for you. But you got to make that decision for yourself. You know, you have to do it for yourself. Nobody can make you do things for yourself. I'm writing it down as I speak. So tomorrow's topic, self motivate. Okay. So y'all look forward to that tomorrow. Let's see. Let me put this in the chat. The link is in there. Anybody who would like to come up and you have something to share about how you love yourself better. And if not, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be on here for another 5 minutes or so. Let me just do a bit of a recap while I wait for somebody to come up. So the first point, how we can love ourselves better. Number one, we have to forgive ourselves. Okay. It's very important to forgive ourselves, to let go, to not, harbor resentment for ourselves and stop saying, I should have done this. I could have done that. You're just punishing yourself. You're making your own self miserable and nothing gets accomplished. So to love ourselves, we must forgive ourselves and let things go. Forgive it. Let it go. Number two, listen to your inner voice. It will always tell you. It will always tell you when you're off track and when you're on track. It's always on point. It will tell you you need to relax. You need to put your foot on the gas. You need to get rid of certain individuals out your life that are stopping you and blocking you from your full potential. So pay attention to all those things. Point number three, to love yourself more, you got to take some chances. It's not about the easy road to get the things that we want. Okay. To get the things that we want, we have to take chances. We must take chances in order to love ourselves more. Whatever it is that you want, anything that you want, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. There's going to be challenges, but take a chance. Remember, at the end of the day, you get one you. Give yourself that chance that the one thing that you're scared of doing could be exactly what you need to do to feel exactly how you need to feel, to get to your next level, to have your finances right. But you got to take some chances. Challenge yourself. Try something new. Don't be scared. Don't fear and don't hesitate. See, we don't hesitate over here in Motivators, do we? We're accountable. We're honest. We try hard. We're consistent. We grind. We listen to ourselves. We eliminate toxicity. And then we get into the action and we get a mentor and we fall down and then we get up. See, that's the important part. We don't just think that life is going to be easy. Yes, it's going to have challenges. It's going to be hard. People will stab you in the back. People will talk about you. There's going to be a lack of support. There's always going to be some roadblocks in this thing called life. Always will be roadblocks in this thing called life. But remember, you always have yourself. People forget that part. You're not doing it on your own. You always have your own self as a friend. So when other people fall off, when other people backstab you, you can always say, "Hey, friend." See, that's why it's not just friendship with yourself, it's being your own best friend. See, there's nobody who's going to love you like you love yourself. There's nobody that's going to tell you, get up and fight like yourself. There's nobody else who knows your pain and your hurdles and your struggles like you do. You know when it was hard. You know when you shed those tears. You know when it was difficult. You know when people have turned their back on you. You were there when people said you would never make it, but you're also here right now in this moment, making it, doing exactly what some people said you wouldn't do. See? The proof is in the pudding. It's all about what you say. Remember, you have the final say. You have the say in how happy you are, how joyful you are, how your finances are, the smile on your face. the way you think, your mindset, all of those things are up to you. Nobody can change it. Nobody can get in your brain and tell you you can't feel good about yourself. Nobody's going to tell you stop going out there and being amazing. They're going to tell you that. People will want to say you can't win, but nobody can stop you from getting up every day, from fighting, fighting, fighting until you win. See, that's the difference between a motivated person and a person who lacks motivation. A motivated person, no matter what they've been through, no matter what challenge, no matter what other people have said about you, no matter what you have done, you get up and you fight over and over and over again. And I say to anybody who is lacking motivation, anybody who has been stabbed in their back, anybody who somebody told you you were nobody, I say to you, stand up and show them. See, the best revenge that you can give anybody is more success. And I say to you, show them how successful you can be. Don't say it. You got to say it. See, a person who has high value, a person who knows their worth, a person who loves themselves, they don't have to say that they're amazing. You know that. You know that. You know that. You know all those times where you cried, where you were on your knees, when you said there's no hope for me, and then the clouds opened, and exactly who you needed was there. Exactly the amount of money to get yourself something to eat was there. Exactly the amount of money to pay a bill was there. You're still here. And I say to you, you're here for a reason and a purpose. Even when anybody can abandon you, remember you always have yourself as your own best friend. Nobody can love you like you love yourself. Nobody. I don't care who you're in a relationship with. I don't care who your family is. I don't care who your friend is. At the end of the day, you must be okay with you. You must be okay with the decisions that you make today. Okay? You must be okay with the decisions that you make on your today. I'm not talking about your past. I'm not talking about who abandoned you and hurt you and challenged you and said you were nobody. I'm talking about on your today. On your today, you have a purpose. On today, you know your worth. On today, you stand still and you use your gifts. Show them that you can be successful. I say to each and every one of you motivators, show them that you can be successful. Show them. Don't tell them. So I'm trying to tell y'all, walk in silence. Oh, I got money in the chat. Thank you so much, King Me. Keep giving this heat and motivation. You have a true gift. Thank you so much. Appreciate that support. And of course, pause, please, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, King Me. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Nobody don't know your hills and valleys. Don't nobody know. Period. People think when they look at you, people look at you and they base who you are by how you look today. But don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. And I'm telling you, if I told you even 1% of my story, of my life, I wasn't supposed to be here. I had given up. But it's one day when I put a thought in my mind that I don't want to be miserable anymore. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be the label of the angry black woman. I didn't want to be that anymore. because of my circumstance, because of my trauma, because I didn't face it, because I didn't believe in myself. See, I was basing my love for myself based on who loved me. Now, what if other people in your life never love you? Are you going to risk your whole life not loving yourself? Not stepping outside the box, not stepping up and doing what was meant to be for you? What was your purpose? The reason for you being here? For you not using what was downloaded on the inside of you? Are you going to let other people have the final say, or are you going to have the final say? What say you, motivators? Who has the final say? And if you don't step up for yourself, you will prove them right. Don't prove them right, prove them wrong. Say, I'm going to love myself better. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to walk past everything that is uncomfortable, is difficult, is hard. And all the times you shed tears, you don't know how you're going to pay a bill, you don't feel good. Encourage yourself, motivators. Love yourself better and better and better. Always seek to improve yourself, your life, because you deserve it. Okay, I thought somebody would come up here on the panel, but I don't think they will today. In about, I would say 45 minutes from now, I'm going to have a live stream with Miss V, Make This Go Viral LLC, and it's going to be on my podcast channel, and we're going to be talking about why people are jealous. So I invite you to come over there. It's going to be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 45 minutes. So I welcome you all to come over to that. And to all my members, make sure you go over and you vote on the community tab for Thursday. You all will see what I'm talking about over there. So I can't wait to see what you guys will vote for over there. So shout out to the members. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being a member of this channel. And if you have not already members, make sure you check out the Love Channel Members Show, okay, to get your shine. Yes, I love to show my support for those who support me. And I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? No, for real though. 100% good stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your support. And tomorrow we're going to get into the topic, and it's going to be what Uncle has asked for, and it's going to be the topic of self-motivation. So I'm not really sure of how I'm going to name the title of it, but it's definitely going to be how to self-motivate, something like that. I'll come up with the words. So I don't think anybody else is coming up here. I'll put the link in here one more time, and I'll wait another minute. And if nobody hits the link, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate all of you as subscribers to this channel. Shout out to my moderators that hold it down. I appreciate your support. And to my members, shout out to you. And I will see you guys on either Thursday, Friday, or Sunday. And let's see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah. And we're going to go over to the podcast channel in about 42 minutes with Miss V. And we're going to get into this topic. Very excited to have this conversation with Miss V. We've been looking forward to talking about this. So thank y'all so much for your support. I'm going to get, we got flowback. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Hi, flowback.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm not going to be on here long because there is a TV playing right there That was a good topic today. I just wanted to say that first.
Thank you so much.
What am I doing right now? Well, being on vacation, but further than that, fixing to have fun with my niece pretty soon because she recently had a birthday and we're going to do something fun for that Sunday.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate your support.
You're welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because, like I said, I do definitely not want you to get a copyright.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Okay, let me remove it. And there we go. So thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate everybody's support. And I will see you guys over at the podcast channel, the Marlene Saunders Show. I don't know if any of my moderators are here that they can put the link in the chat for that. We'll be over there in a little bit. And thank you all so much for your support. And I'll see you guys either at the podcast channel or tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to talk about self-motivation. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow or later on today. Bye, guys. Oh, I forgot to do my ending. What am I doing? And thank you so much for tuning into the Marlene Motivates. And like we always say over here, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. And those who are watching in the replay, my replay gang, thank you so much for your support. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. What do you think? How are you loving yourself better? Are you at the beginning stage or the end stage? I would love to hear in the comment section what stage you are in. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. And I'll see you guys later. And as always, I would love for you to join my channel membership. See you guys later.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?